I have wanted to make this video for a long time, but I was afraid of how people might react. However, today I feel like sharing it, whether I receive love or hate from you all. Firstly, yes, I gave up my Indian passport to get a British passport after thinking about it for a while. The main reason was the freedom to travel to around 190 countries without needing a visa or getting a visa on arrival, which wasn't possible with my Indian passport. For my friends who aren't from India watching this, I want to let you know that India doesn't allow dual citizenship. So I had to give up my Indian passport to get a British one. In this video, I'll share my journey from India to the UK, how I got here, what I do here in the UK, what was the cost involved at different stages, the timelines to get the British passport. Also at the end, I'll share what I have learned so that you can implement it for yourself. So if you're interested in hearing about my journey, keep watching the video till the end. But before I begin, let me introduce myself very quickly. My name is Sarika, and in my spare time, I make videos to help educate people about migrating to foreign countries. Also, 5 months ago, I had set up my own student consultancy to assist students in moving abroad. So if you're interested in studying for a bachelor's, master's or PhD in any of the countries that I have listed here, be sure to fill out the form provided in my description and pin comment. My team will then reach out to you and help you free of cost. So without any further delay, let's get started with today's video where you will learn about my journey. So let's talk about the career and the visa. Firstly, I completed my bachelor's degree in computer science from Sikkim Manipal Institute of Technology in India. After that, I landed a job as a software engineer at HCL Tech in Noida. After working there for 2 years, I switched to another company, Cognizant Technology Solutions in Chennai. Within Cognizant, I had the opportunity to transition from a technology role to the consulting industry, and with just 3 years of work experience in 2010, I moved to the UK for a long-term project from Cognizant. I had the opportunity to work with some of the big brands in the UK like Sainsbury's, John Lewis, ASOS, Virgin Atlantic Airlines. It's been quite a while now, actually 14 years since I have been in the UK. I was granted a work visa called the ICT visa, which stands for Intra-Company Transfer Visa. However, now it's called Global Mobility Visa. In the past, the rules allowed people to settle in the UK on this visa. But after April 2011, the rules changed and settling down in the UK on this visa is no longer possible. I suppose I just got lucky. In 2015, I got married and my spouse Adi moved to the UK on my dependent visa. For those of you who are connected with me on LinkedIn, you may already know that I work for Europe's largest tour operator as a lead business analyst and product owner. Adi also works in IT as a project manager at the local concern. So I want to say, if you want to migrate to the UK and if you're already working in any MNC, ask your employer to send you to the UK, as I think it's the easiest way to move to the UK and then find a job here. And guess what? Your trip will be fully sponsored and you don't need to spend any money from your pocket. So I have not spent any money on getting my work visa and also Adi's dependent visa, as this was covered by my employer, Cognizant Technology Solutions. But if you guys are moving here on skilled visa, I see that most of the medium and small size companies ask you to pay the whole cost except the COS cost, which is the certificate of sponsorship. And if you guys are already wondering why, this is due to the massive changes happening in the UK, and the visa cost and the health surcharge are gone up by 66%. You may also notice that I have not done my master's but only bachelor's from India, because UK is an experience-based market and not a degree based. So I keep saying in all my videos that if you want to move to the UK, please gain few years of work experience before planning for the UK. So students who are planning to come now for September or Jan, make sure, irrespective of whatever course you guys are choosing or university, make sure you have some experience from your country, and doesn't matter how big or small your company is. The more experience you have, better are your chances to land visa sponsorship job in the UK. Just keep that in mind. Also, if you guys are keeping an eye on the UK latest news, then you already know that the new immigration rules are not favorable for immigrants, as the UK government wants to reduce the net migration. So come prepared and learn some niche skills if you're looking to settle in the UK. Now let's move to the next part of the video, which is work visa to final permanent settlement stage. So there are different stages involved before you can apply your British passport. From the table, you can see that the first stage is being on a work visa. On an average, for most of the visa category, it takes around 5 years. And also here in the table, you can see that I have listed timelines and processing time of application at each stage. Feel free to take screenshot and use it for your reference. So after spending 5 years on work visa, I applied for my ILR, which is indefinite leave to remain. You can opt for priority or super priority if you want a quicker decision. I opted for priority service by paying extra, I think £500. But good thing was that I got a decision within 3 working days, which gave me peace of mind. Once you get your ILR, you don't require any visa sponsorship anymore, and you're free to work for any employer you wish. Now, the next stage is the third stage, which is only for people who wants British passport. So I applied naturalization, for which there is no fast track service, and it took around 4 to 5 months for a decision to come. After that, I had to book a British citizenship ceremony, and then only you can apply your British passport with your naturalization certificate, which is handed to you after your ceremony. So I submitted my online application for British passport, and I think within 10 working days, I got my passport. After that, I had 3 months to return my Indian passport, and if you don't do it, you will have to pay some penalty. So that's my journey from Indian passport holder to British passport holder. By the way, can you guess how much I paid in total to become British citizen? Comment below, and then I'm going to see whether you calculated it right or not. Now, let's move to the last part of this video, which is what can you learn from my journey. So here are my suggestions from my side. Number 1, English language. I never gave IELTS exam, so you can opt for ECCTIS, which was formerly known as NARIC. I have a full dedicated video on which you can watch from my playlist, how to apply, cost, list of documents needed. I highly recommend you to get this ECCTIS certificate, as it never expires and you can use it at all stages of your application, whether at ILR or naturalization stage. Number 2, ILR versus British passport. You can keep ILR if you don't want to take British passport, because you exercise same kind of benefits as British people. But remember, you cannot be out of the country for more than certain days, else your ILR will be cancelled. Whereas for British passport holders, you can be away from the country for as many days as you want. Another advantage of British passport is quick access to passport control gates. When we were on Indian passport, in bad days, we had to stay in queue for 2 to 3 hours, versus British passport holders who quickly scans passport and can exit easily. Number 3, if you're applying with your partner, make sure both your and your partner's document should be in sync, like having the same address proof, like your rent agreement or your mortgage document or even your bank statement. Also make sure that you both add your name in the council bills or any other utility bills that you guys have. Number 4, if you are from a Commonwealth country, make sure you register to vote so that your records are created in your local council. And number 5, maintain good credit score if you're looking for settlement in the UK. So that's all from today's video. I hope you enjoyed and learned something from it. Thanks for watching my video till the end, and I'll see you guys soon with my next video. Till then, keep learning.